This is week 4 of the 2015 season. Coach Cat Lennon and the Memphis Tigers are 1-1 overall, coming off of our first win of the season last week in our first home game, hosting the Troy Trojans. We were coming off of a bye in week 2. Week 1, first game, we took the loss on the road against Cincinnati, hoping to get ourselves in the win column here, playing in front of our great home fans, taking on Troy. This was a competitive game for sure. Early on, we were able to pull away a bit in the end, but starting things off, Troy was able to take the opening possession and get into the end zone. Smith hit Newton for a 16-yard touchdown pass. Just like that, Troy out in front by 7. Some early nerves going on here. We didn't look very good our first game offensively. We were able to get ourselves a field goal here in the first quarter. Harper knocking it through from 31 yards out, trailing after 7-3. First lead of the season coming here in the second quarter, and it came off of a huge defensive play. Big hit, drawing the ball free. Takino Scales scooping it up and running it in 26 yards. Able to get ourselves into the end zone. First touchdown, first lead of the season. Later on in the second quarter, Childress punching it in from 12 yards out. Touchdown there. Had ourselves a 17-7 lead at half. Jasper Hines, our starting QB, knocked out of the game in this one. Looks like he will miss a little bit of extended time as well. Eric Howard coming in, playing QB for him and doing a good job. Defense playing well also. However, in the third quarter, Troy was able to get themselves on the board again. 41-yard field goal from Jones pulled them a bit closer, made it a 7-point game. We were able to get a nice response. Tyson Childress another touchdown run, this one from 39 yards out, put us up by 14. Troy pulls it back within one possession after this. 56-yard run from Fry, allowing a big run there. We did a good job for the most part not allowing big plays this game. We really struggled with that against Cincinnati, but obviously allowing a big play right here made the score a 24-17 game, up by 7 points entering the fourth quarter. Big time touchdown right here. Eric Howard running it in from 12 yards out, scrambling and finding his way into the end zone. Put us up by 2 touchdowns. Defense playing good in the fourth quarter. Dominated the turnover battle in this one. Lost the turnover battle our first game, but completely dominating turnover battle in this game. Martindale able to punch it in from 5 yards out in the fourth. That put us up by 21 points, and that was game over from that point. 38-17 is the final score. Got a bit banged up. It wasn't just Jasper Hines that got knocked out. Also had a few other guys getting banged up in this one, but able to put together a solid performance in front of our home fans, able to get ourselves the first win of the season, taking care of business in a game that we should have been able to take care of business in. 38-17 final score. We are 1-1. Let's go. Here we are heading into week 4 of this season. Let's take a look at the conference standings. Conference USA East Division, East Carolina. See, no teams are undefeated overall. No conference game played yet, but East Carolina is 2-1 overall. Pirates coming off of an impressive 31-21 victory on the road against West Virginia last week. They will be at home against number 18 Virginia Tech this week. Big challenge coming up there for the Pirates. Southern Miss is 1-1. Golden Eagles bouncing back after the close loss on the road against Nebraska, blowing out an FCS opponent 48-13. They've got themselves a challenge this week at home against number 21 Mississippi State. UCF, the Knights are 1-1. Bouncing back after that tough loss against Vanderbilt, taking out an FCS opponent 69-7. A real blowout there. Their next game will be on the road against South Carolina. Here we are, Memphis 1-1. We are coming off of the victory 38-17 against Troy last week. We will be at home again this week. Our first conference game of the season, we will be hosting Marshall. And here is Marshall, the Thundering Herd, as 1-2. Both of their losses against good teams, and both were competitive games. They lose by 6 points last week at home against Purdue. So a 1-2 record for Marshall, but not a bad-looking 1-2 record, considering their defeats. This will be their first conference game of the season as well. They will be on the road taking on us, the Memphis Tigers. And UAB is 0-2. The Blazers put up a good fight their last game on the road against Tennessee. They will have themselves a bye in this week. Next time in action will be on the road against Louisiana Monroe. So most teams in action this week. Let's look at the East. Still no conference games played yet, but there will be some conference games played this week. Now let's take a look at the West Division. Number 15, the Houston Cougars, preseason favorites in the Conference USA. 52-0, taking down FCS opponent. Their first game, they will be at home against Rice this week. They're coming off of a bye. SMU is 2-0. The Mustangs, 31-21 victory last week at home against North Texas. They will be on the road against Navy this week. UTEP is 1-1. The Miners, a 7-point victory at home against New Mexico their last time in action. On the road against New Mexico State this game, coming up this week. Tulane is 1-1. The Green Wave, getting blown out 58-3 on the road against Georgia Tech last week. Tulane will be at home against Duke this week. Rice 1-1. The Owls getting a victory last week at home against Army, 31-24, the final. Rice, big challenge this week, their first conference game of the season on the road against number 15 Houston. Tulsa 1-2 overall, coming off of a 9-point loss against one of the top teams in the nation, losing to Oklahoma 30-21. They will be at home against Louisiana Monroe this week, looking to bounce back. So no conference games played in the West either, but that will change this week. Should be an exciting week of play. Obviously, conference games, getting some conference season started. Very big week coming up for us and others as well. Here's a look at the top 25 in the nation entering week 4 of the 2015 season. Number 1, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, 2-0. Two very impressive performances from Notre Dame, blowing out very good opponents, taking down Michigan on the road last week, 52-21. Michigan now number 13 in the nation, but no contest against the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame will have another ranked opponent this week. They will be hosting number 20 Michigan State. See if they can keep this dominant and impressive performances going here. Number 2 is the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern 2-0. Very impressive for Northwestern to be ranked number 2 in the nation. They're coming off of another 7-point victory on the road, taking down Duke last week. They will be at home against number 24 Stanford. Should be a big game there. Can Northwestern get to 3-0 and stay one of the top ranked teams in the country? Number 3 is the Oklahoma Sooners, 2-0 record. Couple close games for Oklahoma, able to take down Tulsa by 9 last week at home. Will have themselves a bye this week. Time to regroup and get refocused for Oklahoma. Georgia, number 4 in the nation, 2-0 record. An impressive victory for the Bulldogs last week on the road, taking down Virginia 44-14. Cavaliers, number 17 in the nation, but losing by 30 last week. Georgia will be at home against Kentucky this week. Number 5, the Alabama Crimson Tide, 3-0 record. Just getting past Oregon State last week, 31-28 at home. Alabama will be at home against 3-0 Arkansas this week. Big game there in the SEC. Number 6 is the Ohio State Buckeyes, 2-0 record. Impressive victory for them last week, blowing out Northern Illinois at home. They will be on the road against 2-0 Purdue this week. Number 7 is the Florida State Seminoles with the 2-0 record, blowing out UMass 48-3 at home last week. Florida State at home against San Jose State this week, looking to get to 3-0. Number 8 is the Boise State Broncos entering the top 10. 2-0 record, an impressive victory for themselves last week, 42-14 on the road against BYU. Boise State on the road against Fresno State this week, trying to get to 3-0. Number 9 is the Auburn Tigers. Auburn dropping from 2-9 after taking their first loss of the season last week, dropping into a 1-1 record. They will lose 35-21 at home against number 21 Mississippi State. Now number 21 ranked Mississippi State. Tough loss there for Auburn. They will try to bounce back this week on the road against Florida International. And number 10 is the Texas Longhorns with an 0-1 record. They're coming off of a bye last week. Bit of an ugly loss their first game They will be at home for the first time this season. They will be hosting Cal, trying to get their first win. So that's a look at the top 10 in the nation. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25. Big game coming up between Maryland and Miami. Two 3-0 ACC teams. Michigan dropping from 9 to 13. Houston number 15 in the nation, top-ranked Conference USA team. Cincinnati gets to 2-0. They needed overtime, but they were able to get past Clemson 45 to 38. Virginia drops from 11 to 17. USC just edging out Cal. They're 2-0. Mississippi State was unranked. Now they're up to number 21 after their impressive victory against Auburn. Oregon drops from 14 to 23 after losing by 10 against Stanford. Stanford enters the top 25 up to number 24, 2-1 record for the Cardinal. And Iowa also enters the top 25. They are 2-0, taking down their rival Iowa State last week. That's the top 25. Some other teams receiving votes: Hawaii, Nebraska, and North Carolina, all dropping out of the top 25 from last week. So here we go. First game of conference play for us and for Marshall. Big game coming up here, no doubt about it. Hoping we can get back to the Conference USA Championship game this year. Hoping we can defend our Conference USA title. Certainly going to be a challenge. Obviously, a very different looking roster than we had last season. Able to get our first win of the year last week. Now our first conference game coming up. We will be hosting Marshall. Last season we played Marshall the final game of the regular season. We played them on the road. It was a bit closer than expected, but we were able to get the win 27 to 15. Marshall finished last season with a rough 2-10 record. Marshall is 1-2 right now. Marshall is coached by Jebediah Wilson in his first year as head coach of Marshall. We will be without Jasper Hines for this week at least. Eric Howard, QB for us in this one. Nice victory last week. Now conference play begins here. Marshall expecting this to be a test. It's been very competitive games against Marshall every year since Coach Cat Lennon took over here as head coach at Memphis. Marshall 1-2 record, but only lost by 10 on the road against number 5 ranked Alabama, and then last week only losing by 6 against a 2-0 Purdue team from the Big Ten. They blew out an FCS opponent at home, so Marshall, this could be a challenge for sure. First year head coach, they're definitely looking to bounce back from a rough last season, and they're looking pretty solid early on here. Keep getting Tyson Childress the ball. He needs to have a big game as well. Had a bunch of yards last week and 2 touchdowns. Keep working the ground game, defense. Keep getting takeaways, offense, keep protecting the ball. That's the formula we need. Getting ready for this one. 27 to 15 against Marshall last year. Definitely very different looking teams here. How will this one go in the Conference USA opener? So pumped up to get conference play started. Let's go. Come on. First, a quick look at the never-changing settings of the dynasty. Here we go. Definitely pumped up to be playing in front of our home fans once again. We have been very, very good in Memphis under Coach Cat Lennon for the past few seasons. Defending Conference USA champions, defending national champions. Memphis looking to get off to a 1-0 start in Conference USA play. Hosting Marshall, let's go. Week 4 of the 2015 season, Marshall at Memphis. Come on. Marshall going to be wearing their all white away uniforms. White helmet, white jersey, white pants. We're going to be wearing our regular home uniforms. Blue helmet, blue jersey, gray pants. Memphis Tiger fans sure to be filling up the stadium and bringing the energy. Let's go. Come on. First Conference USA game of the 2015 season. Let's get out to Memphis. Come on.
Memphis is the home of the Blues. Tonight at Liberty Bowl Stadium, we have two teams with high stakes squaring off. The intensity will be off the charts. Who will go home with the Blues tonight? It ought to be a great one tonight. Time for college football on ESPN. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit will have the call.
We're at Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium, located in Memphis. Hello, everyone. I'm Brad Nessler, and beside me in the booth is Kirk Herbstreit. Erin Andrews is also with us. She'll be reporting from the sidelines. This presentation of college football is brought to you by Spark, who reminds you that what you can measure, you can improve. And we've got a good one tonight between the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Memphis Tigers. Coin toss presented by Spark, who reminds you that what you can measure, you can improve.
We got clear skies here in Memphis, Tennessee for the Conference USA opener for both the Memphis Tigers and the Marshall Thundering Herd. A lot of excitement in the stadium. Conference USA season beginning here. Come on, let's go, Memphis, come on. Marshall wins the toss. They're going to elect to kick to begin the game, so we'll be getting the ball first to start things off here. Allowing opening drive touchdowns, our first couple games this season, so getting the ball first may not be a bad thing for us. Hopefully we can get ourselves an opening drive touchdown. Here we go, it is time, let's go, come on.
The Thundering Herd, Marshall.
Frazier, a bit banged up last week. He's back to return the opening kickoff here. He's going to go into the end zone a bit. He's going to take it out. And get some blocking here for him. He's going to get himself up to about the 26.
Time for an update from the studio. Reese, what have you got?
Michigan State is going to take down Notre Dame 28-27, the final score there. Notre Dame looking very, very dominant their first two games of this season. They are upset at home. Houston survives against Rice. 2-point win there for the Cougars. Solid effort from the Owls. Big upset there. Number 1, Notre Dame going down. And Houston getting a big scare there.
Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it.
Let's get this going here. Eric Howard leading the offense. And hand this one off. Tyson Childress going to get a couple yards and brought down.
A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. That makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 28.
Gonna look to pass here. Come on. Howard got it to McKeon toward about the 48, 49-yard line. Good play there.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 49.
On the ground again. He has to go to the left side. Childress got a little bit of room. He's gonna get about 5 yards. Not bad. Not bad. 2nd and 5 coming up now.
About 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 47-yard line.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Howard, nice job. Having some patience. Getting that one up to Jackson. Very well done.
Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
They look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice game.
Howard waiting a moment there. Jackson got some space. Put it right on the money to him. A solid start so far.
We've got a 1st and 10.
32-yard line of Marshall. Fletcher will get his first carry. He was a bit banged up last week.
Fletcher gets about 4 yards on the play.
About 3 yards on the ground there.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Now we're rolling out. Now he's going to try to flip it to Fletcher. Not going to happen there.
Pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their
Bit
pass rush.
indecisive
This time it paid
there.
off with an incompletion.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Big play coming up right now.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 23.
Come on. Howard to Casey, catches made, and he's gonna take it.
He's all the way home. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
But he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
Very well done there on 3rd down. Look at this pass. Eric Howard putting it right on the money, getting it past the defender, and Casey was just off to the races from there. Very well done, and we do get the opening drive touchdown we were hoping for. Great way to begin Conference USA play. Opening drive. TD Harper with the point after 7 up.
A 7-play, 74-yard drive, and they come away with 7 points.
You know, I know we live in an era of the spread. People expect offenses to spread you out and throw the football. I still believe that the ability to move the football has a lot to do with you. Right now, what we're seeing from this offense is balance. They're running, they're passing the football.
Kick return. He's got some space past the 30.
He's taken down at the 31.
Triplet brought down at the 31-yard line.
The offense will start at the 31-yard line.
Handoff to White, and he's got himself about 10 yards on the ground there.
And he has a huge run.
I'll tell you right now, this guy is arguably
Solid
one of the
run there
fastest
for
players in
Thundering
college
Herd, their
football
first
today.
play
There you see him
offensively.
turning upfield with such fluidity and quickness.
From their own 41-yard line. 1st down.
Stewart looking to throw. Big gain there in the
And down he
air.
goes at about the 37-yard line. They pick up a few yards there on the pass.
And I'll tell you what, that fake handoff froze the secondary just enough to allow for the receiver to come up with a nice gain that time. Good call.
Come on, defense,
First and
let's
10.
go.
Ball on the 37.
5 wide
Empty
here.
backfield. Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers.
Holiday gets through, can't make the tackle, but the pressure is going to be enough to force incompletion. Stewart under a tremendous pressure there. Nice good job defensively. Shotgun here, White beside him. Stewart. He's going to pass. Holiday's going to pick it. And there goes Landon Holiday. He's going to take it all the way. Is he? Not quite. An effort from White tracking him down. So that was going to be a pick 6. So a tremendous play there from Holiday, taking it all the way to the 1-yard line. Big mistake there from Marshall. Set up a screen pass, Holiday all over it. Just running a straight line. White from Marshall just flying in there. Great effort from him, bringing them down. But we're going to have ourselves first and goal at the 1-yard line. Better find a way to punch it in here.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. Memphis is up 7.
Gonna go with Childress right up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown. 2-touchdown lead here. Tremendous start to this game for us. Couldn't have drawn up the start any better here. Opening drive touchdown. Great turnover from our defense, setting us up. Easily punching it in there. Childress getting another touchdown here. Upper extra point, good.
And he hits the PAT.
14-0 now in Memphis.
Harper has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. From his own goal line. He's tackled at the 23. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they're hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
He can't dwell on the interception.
Interesting formation here. White is going to throw it. Gallagher's going to break it up. Got it to prep, but not able to hang on to it.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 23.
White got a bunch there. Temple's going to slow him down. Holiday will bring him down.
49-yard line.
Massive game there.
Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
Alabama
Number 5, Alabama trailing by 7 against 3-0 Arkansas. 2-3-0 SEC teams battling out
And
there.
for Foster, he's starting to
Razorbacks
light
the
it up.
lead right
He's
now.
hauled in 3 touchdowns on the day. The Razorbacks on top, 28-21.
High scoring so far there.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 49.
Oh. Holiday in the air, not able to make a play that time. Catching the made 7-yard gain for the Thunder and Herd.
Even when he's a little bit off
Jared
target,
Davis on the reception. 3rd and 8 coming up
Second
now.
down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Second and 3 coming up now. I'm sure what I'm talking about. Edwards not able to make the play, but got a lot of pressure on him. Stewart, inaccurate ball there in the end.
wide open. You spend all those hours during the
And
week
here
to be
come
able to get
3rd
pressure
and
ready to
3,
go.
big
With
play
an open man
here.
like this, just step and deliver and make the throw.
At our 41-yard line, we're going to try to move the chains. Get in there. Gonzalez. pressure from Gonzalez, forcing an inaccurate ball. What will Marshall do here? They're going to line up for a long field goal attempt. This will be 58 yards. Having a lot of faith in their kicker here. They're going to try to get their first points of the game. Really going to have to put a charge into this one. It's online, is it? It's going to be no good. It was a bit short, and it may have been a bit far to the left. Yeah, did not have the distance there. He needed to strike that perfectly. Not going to happen there for Marshall. We will take over 14-point lead at our own 41-yard line. Not quite midway through the opening quarter. Howard to Fletcher. Catch is going to be made 8-yard gain.
So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kurt.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Gives it right.
Childress.
I think you got to give credit to the big boys up front there. They're able to get this back to room.
First down run from Tyson Childress.
From the 46-yard line, it's first down. He's looking to
Howard's going to get this one to Childress, and he's going to make a reception. He's going to lose a yard in the end there.
loss of a yard.
Not much going on there.
It's not the result we were hoping for on that one.
You can be sure of that.
Second and 11 coming up
From the
now.
47-yard line. Second down.
And look at that setup and a pass
Check
here.
with me right there.
Howard's going to get sacked.
Can't get away from the pressure.
You know, the offensive line really let the quarterback
They didn't
down.
drop back very deep. Was looking for a quick pass. Nothing was open. Held on to
One
it.
thing to pick up a blitz, but
He's
you
gonna
also
get
have to
dropped.
obviously pick up your defensive lineman. That time a miscommunication, and the result is a sack.
And here we're going to have ourselves a 3rd and 15. Going to need a big play here to keep this drive going for us.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 36.
3rd and 15 here. He rolls out. He's going to try to get a throw, and it's going to get picked off. What a catch made by Williams of Marshall.
Somehow to get the football
And
back
he's
to
going
their
to
own
get the
offense.
interception.
They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry. And that turnover could help them out.
Eric Howard under pressure. 3rd and long. Trying to force it there to Adam McKeon. And it's not going to work out for him. Going to roll out a bit. Pressure coming. Trying to get this one through to McKeon. Williams, great catch there. Reaching up and grabbing that one. If he didn't make that catch, that could have been a touchdown. Not a terrible decision there from Howard, but obviously the result does not work out for
From their
us.
own 40-yard line.
And Marshall takes
First
over at their
down.
own 40. Good defense.
Goes quick to the receiver, that falls incomplete.
This wide
Stewart
receiver
looking
is
very
frustrated.
uncomfortable in the pocket there. We're getting a lot of pressure on him.
Open to be able to make a big play.
Wasn't a lot of pressure on that
Put the
play,
ball in
but
the money.
until he's rattled.
Second down, 10 to go.
Not a good looking ball there, 2nd and 10. And it's going to be a tackle, 1-yard gain on the ground there from White. 3rd and 9 coming up from Marshall.
Third down
Just
now,
like
they
that,
need to
they
get
are
back to
facing a
midfield.
3rd and long of their own.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Catch is going to be made by Triplett, and he's going to have the first down past the 45.
He's tackled around the 43-yard line.
He looked pretty cool back there. Even with the outside linebacker blitzing, he made an accurate throw, and the result is a new set of downs.
From the 43-yard line. First down.
Stewart looking to throw.
Stewart steps back to pass.
Complete to Pratt along the sideline, 7-yard gain.
36-yard line. Oh, and a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up second and they need about 3 yards yards to get the
Marshall
first
had
here
good
on
field
second
position after getting the interception. They're looking to take advantage of it. To our 36 now, 2nd and 3. Stewart's gonna look to throw, and it's gonna be broken up. Edwards reaching up to break up the pass. Here we go, 3rd and 3 here.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. The crowd is really
Big play coming up right now. Trying to get some pressure. It's not going to work out. They get it to Hoffman, and he's going to have a first down up around the 20.
21-yard line.
I think play action's a big part of this offense and what they're trying to do today. So, they're running the football and they're mixing in some play action. And what that does is it freezes the linebackers and the safeties and puts a lot of pressure on them to have to be able to defend both the run and the play action. And as a play caller, when I know I can go to play action pass,
not able to
I
get the
feel
pressure
really
we were
good
hoping
about it's
for.
getting my quarterback in rhythm,
And they're looking at
slowing down
21,
the
not
defense
quite
and
in the
giving us
red
a
zone,
chance to
but a
make
new
big
set
plays.
of downs.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Hand off, and he's going to be dropped.
From the 21-yard line, 2nd down.
And Tim, complete the triplet, and he's in the end zone. Marshall gets on the board here.
It's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man
Just getting that pass off, triplet makes a catch. Ball that hits him, Gonzalez brings him down, but he's into the end zone.
Outstanding chemistry. Wide receiver is so open because it was a perfect.
And here is Marshall taking full advantage of the shortened field after the interception. Very successful drive there for the Thundering Herd.
Perfect route, and the quarterback was able to time it up just perfectly.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. So a 7-play, 60-yard drive, and they put up 7 points. Williams looks ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield.
Go to Frazier's and catch it around the goal line.
He's to the 20.
And up to about the 28.
27.
And now here we go.
Quarterback couldn't maintain possession.
7-point lead starting this drive. 27-yard line. We're going to go to Fletcher. A little bit of last play of the first quarter, most likely. And Fletcher's got some room to the outside. Nice spin move there. It's going to be an 8-yard gain. That'll do it for the first.
So after 1 quarter of play, can it continue to be this high scoring? Memphis leads it 14-7.
to 7 after 1 here.
So it's second
Second and
down
2
and about
coming
2
up.
yards to go.
Going to the ground again. Here we go with Fletcher.
is
We're
up
going to
by
have
a
Vickers
touchdown.
in motion, moving out to the left. Extra blocker. And he's going to cut it to the outside. He's got the first. Nice juke move up to 45. Nice looking run there from Fletcher.
Run effectively like this, it'll force the defense to pay more attention to the run. That creates chances in the play-action passing game.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
There goes Childress, and he's looking great there. Nice spin move all the way up inside the 35. Fletcher and Childress both very effective on the ground here. excellent run there up to 35 now.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 35.
And with Fletcher here, there's not going to be much available for him.
And he
1
makes
yard
it out to
and
about the 34-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard.
You have to like how this linebacker was able to move up quickly and bring down the ball carrier for a short gain. Nice stop by the junior.
It's 2nd and 9. Ball
We're
on
not going to get away from the
34-yard
run game
line.
right now. We're going
They're
to
packed in
counter
tight
run.
on the line.
Ball goes to Childress, and he's going to lose a yard. So 3rd and 10 coming
Loss of
up
1
after
there for the halfback.
2 unsuccessful run plays. Most likely going to have to go to the air right here.
3rd down now. They need to get it to the 25.
Come on. 3rd and 10. Howard misses Casey. Led him too far there. Casey was pretty open looking there. For sure. Just led him a bit too far. And it's going to bring up 4th and 10 at 35. Going to need 10 yards to get a 1st down, but it does seem a bit close to try a punt. We are going to go for it here. Gonna need to get ourselves a nice play.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it.
4th and 10.
This is a pretty controversial call. I really would have expected them to punt this ball.
Here we are, gonna go for it. Big play coming up. Come on. Howard to Heath. Catch made. Bobby Heath turning around. Had some space. Tyler not able to stay on him close enough. Accurate ball. Catch made. And we're going to have a new set of downs inside the red zone.
That's such a huge letdown for this defense. That kind of conversion is just
Definitely a letdown there from the Thunder and Herd defense. We get it to Heath up to the 17.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. Memphis
To
is
throw
up
here.
7.
Howard, pressure coming, not able to get a very strong throw off there at all.
You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
This is the 9th play of this
We're back
drive.
to running the ball here. We're going to go from shotgun. It's going to be halfback draw to Fletcher. And, oof.
He's level at the 20.
3-yard
You see how
loss.
quickly he was able to get into the backfield and make that tackle? Not many guys that big can move that fast.
3rd
Third
and
and about
13 from the 20.
yards. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Big play. Come on.
He drops back.
Howard to the end zone. It's going to be broken up.
But it's incomplete.
Trying to get to Russell Parker on the coverage.
Sometimes, but that's probably a pick he should have made.
He had a chance at the INT there. Fortunately for us, he was not able to hang on to it. Howard, one-on-one there, but only Parker really had a shot at the ball jumping up. Able to break up the pass, but that'll bring out a field goal unit for us. 37
So
yards
the
for
kicking
Harper.
team is on the field. They'll try for 3.
Come on.
Memphis can make this a 2-possession game with this field goal.
There we go, right down the middle. I missed one last week. Sailed a bit to the right. Very focused there, right down the middle. 17-7 now.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. He's to the 20.
Brought bang in the 24.
24-yard line. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it.
Off to White. It's going to get brought down. The Queen Gonzalez teaming up there. And White not hopping up right away.
It's second down.
Come
6
out of
yards
the
to go.
game.
Ball on their own 28.
We'll get an update for him as soon as it's available. 2nd and 6 now. Goodman making a nice tackle. 3rd and 5 coming up now for Marshall, just like that. In the 3rd down situation.
It's 3rd down.
Tony
and 5
White,
to go. Ball on
a
their
little
own
banged up, should be
29.
able to return.
This place is rocking.
3rd and 5, big play here. And hand it off. Edwards is going to make the tackle. 3 and out for Marshall. Very well done defensively, shutting the door.
Scales back deep to return.
There's a punt. King Scales back to return. Past the 35.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime.
And off to Fletcher. He's got some room. 9-yard
He
gain.
gets a yard at the 46. Great job by the running back, and that's a gain of 9. It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
2nd and 1. We're going to get ball Fletcher again. Vickers in motion. Nice juke move. It's going to be first down to about 50-yard line.
Picked up a first down on that carry.
Yeah, a good job up front by the offensive line. They picked up some nice blocks to allow that back to get in there for some extra yardage.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 50-yard line.
He's going to flip it up to Smiley. That's going to be good for about 4.
The 46-yard line. 4 yards on that play.
He took what the defense gave him that time, which is okay.
Easy
It
pass
keeps
to
the
our
yards to go a little
fullback
bit more
there.
manageable.
Bring up
From
2nd
the
and 2.
46-yard line. Second down.
Let's go to the left here with Childress. And he's got some room. Smiley gets the block up to about the 31.
Around the 32-yard line. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Wait till you see the action in action. Check out these two teams keeping it close. The Wildcats are on top.
Before Georgia losing by 2 against
You
Kentucky.
can never look ahead a week, but that would be a pretty big upset.
Of course, the stunner of the week, number 1 Notre Dame, who could not have looked more impressive their first 2 games, losing to Michigan State.
It's first down.
Number 2 Northwestern. They are going to be number 1. The Northwestern Wildcats are almost surely going to have the number 1 ranking next week after a very impressive win for themselves. Childress finding room inside the red zone.
A solid drive going here. And well, it's not going to mean that much without putting some points up on the board.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 18.
Howard, 1st and 10. He's going to roll with it. He's going to slide down. He scrambled for a touchdown last week. Would have got a nice pickup scrambling there. Make this a
Second
2nd
down, and
and
they're going to
3
need
about
about
the
3 yards
11.
to pick up the first down.
Hand off to Fletcher. Gonna try to make a juke move. 3rd and 2 coming up the way now.
Pickup of a yard for the tailback. It's third down.
That's a big
They're
play.
about 2
3rd
yards
and
shy of
2.
the sticks. He's looking to pass. Now he tries to buy some.
Oh, trying to get it to Casey. Not gonna happen.
Brad, you talk about having a strong arm. Next
Well
time,
covered
though, look for
initially.
the accuracy.
Not gonna work out in the end. So 4th and 2 at the 10-yard line. What's the decision here? They just see the way they line up.
It's 4th defense is getting set to go for it.
Do we decide to be aggressive here? I kind of like the look here. Go to the left side. Can we get blocking for Childress? We're going to snap it. Childress to the outside. He's got the first. Once again, able to pick it up on a 4th down play.
They'll get a first down there on the play with the run from the tailback.
He knew where he had to go to get the first down, and he got there. Nice.
Great job there from Tyson Childress. He's going to get hit right about the yard to gain, but nice job. Torn his body, moving the ball up, getting enough for the first down, no problem about it. Here we are up to the 6-yard line.
This is the 10th play of this drive.
Childress, he's going to get a touchdown. Another touchdown for Tyson Childress.
That was just an excellent individual effort to find the end zone.
And definitely paying off, rolling the dice a bit, going for it on 4th down. Able to pick it up and then get into the end zone the next play. Tyson Childress another touchdown.
And he adds the extra point. Harper ready to kick.
Booting it deep, got to get into the end zone. Triplet will bring it out.
He's to the 10.
And a flag's going to come out.
Nailed on that one. Flags are down, and this one might be on the offense.
Holding call on Ian Everson.
Way too much jersey there. Pretty easy call for the officials.
Jebediah Wilson of Marshall. Apparently not a fan of the call. Where was he? Number 21. Ah, there he is. Everson called on the hold, and take a quick look at the foul. Right there, just wrapping right there, that hold. Can't do that. And dropping back. So there's still time left. Both teams
It's
have all
still
3
only the
timeouts.
second quarter.
Will there be any more scoring before halftime? Right now, it's 17-point lead for ourselves.
Stewart drops back to pass.
Stewart's gonna make the completion.
Good open field tackle.
It's gonna be good for about 9 yards. Got it to Davis.
Route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
No huge hurry from Marshall. They're getting back up to the line now. Stewart looking to throw. And he got the completion to Huffman. Now they'll take a timeout. They let a lot of clock run out. They didn't seem to be sure whether they wanted to go for it or not. Killed a bunch of clock. Now there's just 15 seconds remaining.
42-yard line. First down.
Now they're looking to be
And
aggressive
they've got all
here.
their DBs in there to
5
match up
wide.
against the 5-wide set. He drops back.
Catch made by Triplet. Gallery's going to bring him down. They're inside the
Bring him down
40.
at about the 39-yard line. Marshall's a little confused. They used
There's
their
a second
timeout.
timeout taken from Marshall. From here it will be a 56-yard field goal.
First and 10. Ball on the 39.
Big play coming up here. Marshall trying to get some points before halftime. Trying to cut it down to a 2-possession game. Catch made by Hoffman.
Down at the 20-yard line.
And there is the play they needed to get themselves firmly into field goal range. 3 seconds left. They take their final timeout. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it is good. So Marshall able to get 3 points before halftime.
And it sails through the
14-point lead.
It's been a well-fought game as we head to the half. 24-10, Tigers.
Nice quick drive there from the Thundering Herd. Let down defensively. We're not able to hold them off at the end of the first half. (24-10) at halftime. 14-point lead for us here. Conference USA opener for both teams. We both have 199 yards of total offense, completely identical. We have a 10-8 first down advantage. They are 2 of 4 on third downs. We are 1 of 5. Big stat right here. We are 2 of 2 on fourth downs. Both teams with 1 interception. That is even. Time of possession, another point of emphasis for us. We are winning the time of possession battle. And most importantly, 14-point lead at the break. Eric Howard, redshirt freshman, getting himself his first start in a Memphis Tiger uniform. He's 7 of 13, 93 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, 1 sack. Tyson Childress, 10 attempts, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. TJ Fletcher also having some success, 32 yards and 8 attempts. A bunch of different guys with 1 catch. Childress, Jackson, Smiley, Heath, Casey, Fletcher, and Keon. No one has more than 1 catch. Robbie Casey has the touchdown, a 29-yard reception. Defensively, Sidney Martin leads with 4 tackles, 3 for Scales, Edwards, and Gallagher. Hempel and Goodman have 2. Landon Holiday, the big interception, returning it all the way to the 1-yard line. We punch it in the next play. That's a play of the game so far. Clancy Harper, 3 of 3 on extra points, 1 of 1 on field goals. No punts for us. Corey Stewart, the redshirt senior, 10 of 16, 153 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Tony White tried to throw as well. Tony White has 5 rushes for 44 yards. Khaled Lindsey 2 for 2. Hoffman and Triplett have 3 catches. Jerem Triplett has a touchdown, 2 catches for Pratt and Davis. Defensively, Scott Williams with 7 tackles and an interception, the star of the Marshall defense in the first half without a doubt. Doug Cooper and Bryant Morgan both have 4 tackles. Tyler and Daniel have 3. John Barnes, 1 of 2 on field goals, missed a very long one, able to make a 37-yard field goal the last play of the first half. It's an important 3 points for Marshall, making it a 2-possession game. Nothing start, 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. Able to get up by 17, but they're able to cut it down to 3 right before halftime. 24-10, 2 quarters away from a 1-0 start in Conference USA play. Can we finish the job here in front of our home fans? Let's go.
Memphis is set to kick this ball off, and we're just about set to get the second half started.
Pick's going to go to about the 1-yard line. Triplett. Martin's going to hit him, not able to bring him down. Edwards will bring him down, just shy of 30.
Let's take a minute to get an update from Aaron Andrews.
We saw an awful lot of big plays from both teams, which was a concern for the coaching staffs. And for Memphis, they've managed to force a turnover to help them build a lead in front of their home crowd. Back up to you, Brad.
Well, this offense will look to improve their results on this series.
So a big field goal at the end of the first half gives Marshall the potential to cut this down to 1 possession if they're able to touchdown this drive. Important drive here to start the second half. They hand it off to White. Goodman's going to make contact, not able to bring him down. Scales makes the tackle, 3-yard gain.
It's 3 on the carry. From their own 32-yard line. Second down.
2nd and 7 here. And off, White's going to get tackled by Holiday. Another 3-yard gain for Tony White. 3rd and 4. That's a big play right here.
It's absolutely deafening down there.
Oh, they get the block they needed. Go to Tony White once again. He's able to pick up the
You like to
first.
see a team having success like this running the football. It can really open up things for the offense.
Tony White looking a bit shaken up again. He was a bit banged up earlier in the game. We'll get an update on him when available. He's going to step off the field 5 wide for the Thunder.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Stewart looking to throw.
First down and back to pass.
Toward the sideline. Did not get a foot down.
And there wasn't anyone in the vicinity.
Huffman was airborne when he made the catch. Foot landed out of bounds. Chance there for Marshall to get past midfield, but clearly landing out of bounds there. Incomplete. Ref right there making the call.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 43.
Pressure coming, got some skill. It's going to be a first down.
At about the 45.
Well, you know this defense is going to come after you. There's no doubt about that. And as an offense, you have to be prepared for that. And that play, they made them
So he's
pay for
getting some
blitzing.
pressure. Still hanging in there. It was a big rattle earlier in the game with the pressure. Able to handle it well there up to the 45. Gill in motion now. And he's going to be forced out of bounds to the 8-yard gain.
Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2. It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
Stewart. Sacked.
Bring him down for a sack on the play.
Big play there, dropping him back.
And it seemed like they had no problem getting to the quarterback on that play.
Great call by the defensive coordinator to call the blitz. It left the defensive lineman free to get to the quarterback.
Morris flying in there,
It's the
dropping
9th
him.
play of the drive.
3rd and 9 coming up. So looking to throw.
Back to pass.
Going deep. Hempel's going to break it up.
A quick update.
Right play there defensively.
Alabama rolling into Bryant Denny.
Alabama trailing by 7. Getting very late there.
Deliver the perfect connection and a touchdown. The Razorbacks lead it by 7.
Another top 5 team in
Well, if that
trouble.
score
So
holds
number
up,
1
that
go
would
down
be
earlier.
water
Now
cooler
number 5
talk
in
on
trouble.
Monday morning.
And punt unit will come out for Marshall. It's a solid drive, but they look like they're going to be punting it away.
Fletcher is back
That
deep
is
to
a
return.
final between Arkansas and Alabama. Arkansas is going to take down Crimson Tide.
It's away, and it's a booming punt.
Punt will go into the end zone.
Into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. They'll start this drive at the 20.
First and 10, around 20. Going to get it to Childress. He's going to cut it up, and he's going to cut it out now. Big game. Great running there from Tyson Childress.
Let's send it down to Aaron Andrews with an update.
Gallagher, our linebacker,
The training staff is
ruled out the
telling
rest of the
me
game
he
with a
suffered
concussion.
They're hoping it isn't serious.
Going to go with
They're hoping
Fletcher on the ground. There's a flag on the play. Not going to be much of a gain anyway.
It's going to be interesting now to see how this
Looks
team
like it's
adjusts
going to be a
with him
holding
out
call.
the rest of the game.
It's going to go against Vincent Osborne, our left guard, on
Penalty, a move
a run wide
So
right.
many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
That's going to back us up. Osborne number 68. He called right there, just bring him down. Didn't affect the play at all. Was not a necessary thing for him to do. And it is going to cost us some big time field position.
It's first down and a lot.
And we're in a big 1st and 20 hole now. Keep on the ground. We're going to go with Fletcher again. Vickers going out in motion. Yeah, no.
And down he goes.
Nothing there.
27
Second and 20.
From their own 27-yard line, it's second down.
I need a big play here. A lot of pressure, no chance. Big hit on him. Jack Howard getting right back up. Good to see for sure.
Especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or
Yeah,
check it
way
down
back
or
here,
take off
third and
run with
20.
it.
Third down and what they didn't want to get
I need a huge
Ball
play
on the
for them to make the
27-yard
change.
line.
Howard flying it out, trying to get it to Jackson's going to be picked off by Sullivan. Heath is going to go back. Jackson's going to make the tackle. Second interception
Brad, this
thrown.
week, these coaches told us about how they want their
They
players
both
to
come on
fight.
third and longs, trying to force
Here they
the
are
issue.
down by a couple scores, and the defense comes up with a big interception, showing that character that their coaches wanted to see.
That was double coverage there, trying to give Jackson a chance to go up and make a play, but not good odds on that one. It does not work out for us. Howard, a young quarterback, is trying to force it there, double coverage, and yeah, it's not going to work out for us. Inside our 40-yard line now, Marshall with
It's
tremendous
first and 10.
position.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
We are about to cross the midway point in the third quarter. So a 14-point lead. Pressure there, throwing that one out of
Good job
bounds.
here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 39.
Catch made by Triplett, and he's inside the 20.
And he's taken down at about the 17-yard line. First down.
Marshall trying to pull
From
within a
the
touchdown here in
17-yard
the
line,
third quarter.
it's first down.
Hand it to White. First and goal.
This is the kind of steady, strong drive that coaches love to see. Right now, they're firing on all cylinders.
And they are on the doorsteps now, up to about the 3-yard line.
Here
Defense
they go.
really
First
have
and
to
goal,
step
down
up
by
here.
a couple of possessions. This defense
Right
not
here in
wanting to give an
shotgun.
inch here.
They're going to pass. Complete to Davis. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Be a big boost. You always want to capitalize on these short yardage situations, and that pass was an excellent call.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He really got a hold of that kick.
We're taking lead in the end
To
zone.
the end zone for a touchback.
So anyone's game, just a 7-point lead for us now. Come on, let's go.
They'll get the ball here at the 25.
The holding call was the main thing that messed up our last drive. Ended up with an interception. Now on the ground, Childress and
Carries the ball for a nice gain.
solid run. I think maybe we could get more if we ever get past that last guy.
So it's second down now. They need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
for Howard to McKeon. No.
Let's get the latest now from Reese Davis.
Let's go to T-Town, Tuscaloosa. We've seen
Arkansas
an upset.
getting that win with 5 Alabama
Well, that's
going
an
down.
absolutely shocking upset. You can count on that one to turn the polls upside down when they're released.
Couple big upsets. 3rd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away
Just
here
1
on
for 6
third
on
down.
3rd down so far. Big play here. We're gonna go in the air. Howard got it to Russell. Very easy.
He's taken down at the 44.
There you go. Good read by the quarterback to give the offense a new set of downs. If the defense wants to line up in man, work that slant route until they stop it.
From their own 44-yard line. First down.
Hand off to Fletcher, and he's gonna have about 9, a little more than that even.
The stop at the 46-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 10 by the running backs. It's second down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. They come out in a 5-wide set.
Howard to Jackson, catch made, past the 40.
At the 39. Jackson gains around 7 yards with a catch, and that's good for a first down.
Number 10, Texas goes down to Cal. Texas, that's their 2nd loss already this season. They, of course, were in the national championship last season. They were defeated by us.
From the 39-yard line. First down. Memphis is up by a touchdown.
Counter run there, Childress.
He's at the 30.
Near the 20. Another top 10 upset.
But the defense is just letting them maintain possession, move the ball right down the field. They've got to try to change things up with their scheme. Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up, take some risks.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Childress nowhere to go and a flag coming out.
Flags are down, and this one might be on the offense.
It's going to be a holding call. Vincent Osborne is going to get called once again.
That penalty
And
drives
once
them back
again,
to
an
shoot
outside
themselves
run
in
to
the foot
the
here.
right side
Just
on
keep their
left guard.
concentration. They'll avoid situations
All
like
with a
that.
hold. Another quick look at this one. Holding calls it very costly. I mean, he is coming over to the right here. Right there, obviously no effect on the play. Childress was brought down. The flag is going to back us up.
So it's first down and an eternity.
Caught here in shotgun. Hands off to Fletcher. And he's got about 5 yards.
Around 5 yards on the delayed handoff. And this play is number 8 on the
15
drive.
here. Baker's going to nose jump if we can get some blocking. No.
They bring him down in the backfield.
3rd and 17 coming up now. From here would be a 46-yard field goal. We're gonna come out in shotgun, but we're gonna run it. Gonna try to make this field goal easier for us. Try to make it a 2-possession lead for ourselves once again.
Up 7 points.
Hand off to Fletcher.
He makes it to the 28-yard
Nothing there.
Let's check in with Reese Davis in the studio.
The Longhorns came into the game ranked 10th. After the hard
There is the
loss,
Longhorns.
the pollsters keep them high in the rankings. There's been an upset. And for Yancey, an outstanding performance.
Texas was
with 3
undefeated
touchdowns on the
entering the
ground.
national championship against us
You can
last
feel the
season.
shockwaves around this
They
stadium.
lost
People
that game
can't
and lose
believe
their
that
first
score.
2 games of the season here. So 3 straight losses for the Longhorns. Nothing there on the ground. This is going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt. But it's our best
They're going to try a
bet
long
right
field
here.
goal here. Memphis can make this a 2-possession game with this
Harper.
field goal.
Got it. Strong kick there from Harper.
Oh, kid is just a solid kicker.
27-17, Memphis.
Just a chip shot field goal last week has been pretty much automatic at Memphis.
He's ready to kick this one off.
No problem here. 2 field goals in this one. 10-point lead coming to the end of the third quarter.
He's to the 20.
Triplet's going to get brought down a little past the 30.
They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
Well, it's one thing to have speed. It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing, how to attack the defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job in being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback put the ball right on the money.
So at the end of 3, Memphis leads it 27-17.
10-point lead in the Conference USA with only 1 quarter to play. Third and inches
So
here.
it's second down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down.
Dropped.
This one is dropped. There's a flag down in the backfield, but I didn't see what happened.
Here's a step
Peter
too late.
Gonzalez is going to get
Learn not to
called.
make those kinds of mistakes.
That is a huge penalty. 15 yards would have been third and inches. Gonzalez trying to dive in there. Missed the tackle. I am very confused about what the penalty is. Maybe a bit late. Doesn't look like it's on Gonzalez. If anyone looks like it's on Goodman, but flag is called and they rule it on Gonzalez. Huge foul.
From the 44-yard
They're
line.
past midfield
It's
and a
first
new
down.
set of downs. Huge drive. Oh, got it to Triplet. Scales in the area, not able to make a play.
The defense got some pressure and forced a
Just a
man.
2-yard
They've
gain.
been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. He drops back. And he might want it all here.
Cole's gonna break it up.
Close to being intercepted. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Third down now. They need to get it down to the 34. Wide. Stewart set to go to the air.
No!
His receiver, touchdown.
Touchdown, Marshall. Huge play. They are right back in it.
Today, his receivers are making plays. That is a great touchdown.
I'm kind of surprised. These guys are still losing after the type of game that this quarterback's had.
What a huge play for Marshall. Just had enough time to throw it. Scales did not get back in time. And the thundering herd. Marshall definitely big underdogs entering this game. 2 wins for Marshall all last season. Of course, we went 14-0 and won the national championship. Very different teams this
Trying to get
season.
within a field goal. They'll try the point after.
Marshall under a new head coach. They look pretty solid their first 3 games, despite just a 1-2 record.
A 4-play,
Huge
69-yard
play
drive.
there.
That's good for a touchdown. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Frazier back to return.
Field to the goal line.
He's going to shake a tackle, brought down on the 24-25. Now pressure on the offense here big time. Just a 3-point
This is a
lead.
really important drive for this offense. A chance to put points on the board really take command of this game and put this defense.
Gotta rely on the ground game.
Backs against the wall late in the game.
There goes Childress. He's got some room with the 6.
Tackled after recent pickup. A delayed handoff picks up about 6 yards there. They're about 4 yards away here on second down. Memphis has a 3-point lead.
Let's go to the right side here. Counter run Childress. It's held up a little early, but still very solid run. New set of downs.
They went misdirection there on the counter. Good job up front by the offensive line and by the running back to follow his block.
First and 10. Ball on the 37.
And the 1-2 punch. Childress and Fletcher. We'll go Fletcher again here. We'll move out to the left. Can you get to the outside? No.
Tackles him for a loss. That was a loss of 3 yards.
He was never able to get ahead of steam on that carry.
From their own 34-yard line. It's second down.
Childress fights forward. 39 coming up here.
Childress picks up 5 with the carry.
Big play coming up. What are we gonna do?
Here's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 39.
We're gonna go on the ground here with Fletcher. We need blocking for it. Need 9 yards. Not even close.
To about the 39.
Bold decision to go on the ground there. Obviously did not work out for us. Needed better blocking there. Not able to get any space. Defender able to get through there. And Fletcher dropped. Memphis fans shaking their head at that one.
Triplett is back deep to return.
That passing has been a bit of a struggle. Coley hustling down to the ball's loose. Oh!
They are fortunate to get this ball back. This guy really needs to concentrate on securing the football.
Great hustle by Coley flying down the field. Spawning a solid punt. Coley coming in there, lighting him up. Ball is loose. He's right there to make the recovery. To the 17-yard line, Marshall taking over.
First and 10.
Field goal would tie it up.
There are 5
Touchdown would give them the lead here.
in the gun. Looks to pass.
Complete to Davis.
The 33.
Good job by the offensive line to pick up the linebacker on the blitz. That gave the quarterback enough time to find his man for a nice gain.
Nice passer from Stewart to the 33. We've not trailed all game. We've led by as many as 17. Complete to White. Big hit from Edwards. 7-yard gain. Marshall definitely with the momentum right now.
Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Trojans were ranked
And number 19 USC is going to go down.
disappointing performance.
38-34 win for Texas A&M.
The upset is complete. And for Archie, he threw for 3 touchdowns on the day. Texas A&M
Another
gets the
upset.
victory, 38-34.
We are in danger of an upset of our own.
Reese, we're separated by a field goal here. 27-24.
Defense really needs to step up for us.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Come on, defense.
Drops back to pass.
Oh, and Davis is open.
He's got room here. He gets hit out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. First down.
This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running his routes, which is a truly underrated quality these days.
Pressure starting to mount on us big time.
We've got a 1st and 10.
We
Ball
are
on the 37-yard line.
at the midway point in the 4th quarter. Brett gets the 1st down.
He's taken down right around the 26-yard line. That last completion puts him over 300 yards passing in the game.
Well, this quarterback has had a solid game. He's done what's been asked of him and then some.
And it's not too often you get a game like this from your quarterback, but it doesn't matter because these guys are still losing in the game.
Gonna hand it off to White and Goodman and Robinson teaming up. No gain on the ground there. This will be a huge win for Marshall if they're able to pull it off.
2nd down. Less than 3 minutes in the game.
A lot of pressure on us, obviously, coming off of the national championship winning season last year. So we lost a ton of guys, not really expected to be great again this season, but still gotta taking on a team that just had 2 wins last year. Definitely expected to get the win here. Had a 17-point lead in the 2nd quarter. It has shrunk all the way down to 3. Huge play coming up right now.
3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards
inside the red zone now. And White is going to be getting the snap. Interesting formation here from Marshall. What will they do? And hand it off. Hempel can't bring him down. Neither can Holiday. Touchdown, Marshall.
He's in. Touchdown. And they take the lead. And that now puts them up by 3 points.
As long as they can convert this extra point, they'll have a 4-point game. That could prove very significant.
Memphis fans are gotta be stoned watching this. We have become famous for having comebacks of our own over the past few years, ever since Coach Cat Lennon came head coach. But right now we are a victim of a big comeback, 17-point lead, and now we are trailing over midway through the 4th quarter. Had a chance to make the play there early, had a couple of opportunities to make tackles, neither one happening. Very strong run from Lindsey, and he gets into the end zone. Marshall very fired up on the sideline. 3-point lead, an extra point will make it a situation where we need a touchdown. That's what's going to happen.
Converts the extra point.
So plenty of time, all 3 timeouts. We have been shying away from passing a bit here, but we definitely may need to on this drive here. We're trailing by 4. There's a kick. Frazier takes out the end zone. Can we get a nice return here, please? No, not really. Right down the 23-yard line. We're going to need to go 77 yards.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're 1 play away from a very different ball game.
They're going to start on the ground. Hand off to Childress. Big hit, just 1 yard gained. Clock running, a lot of pressure now on our young QB. We're going to have to throw it here, no doubt about that. Eric Howard. Howard, beautiful throw. Casey hanging on there, trying to rip it out of his hands. They're not able to. Pressure was coming on Howard. Great job staying composed there. Putting a ball right on the money.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Still leaning toward running the ball. First down. Nothing there for Childress. Still not going no huddle, but hurrying up a bit here. Come on. Howard to Ashley, dropped it. Very nervous Memphis fans here. as we are in serious danger of starting out Conference USA play with a loss. Accurate ball there to Ashley, who didn't have a ton of space, but should have been able to hang on to that one. And here comes 3rd and 9.
Pretty obvious passing
4
down
down
here. They're faced
territory,
with 3rd and
big
long.
play right now. Getting late in the 4th. Howard got it to Jackson. There he goes up the sideline. He's going to take it all the way. He's going to run along the goal line, taking off as much time as possible. And he's going to get brought down. He doesn't get in the end zone.
Brought a lot of pressure, and that time they got burned. If you don't get to this quarterback on the blitz, you're giving him a ton of room to make a play.
Didn't take it into the end zone there. Jackson trying to take off as much time as possible. Coach Catlin not liking what he saw there. Still, can we just punch it right in here? We're going to go right up the middle with Childress. No problem, we get the lead here. Able to take off some extra time with that decision from Jackson. Still not a very good looking decision. But punching it in there. Childress gets into the end zone once again, and we retake the lead here. It's like a massive passing play right before. Childress able to punch it in, and we get the clutch drive we needed. Another quick look at the play just before that. Already had the pass. Jackson maybe getting a little bit too smart for his own good there. Able to run all the way across the goal line. Got to turn it up eventually. Gets brought down. Like Coach Catlin was about to have a heart attack on the sideline. Big talking to with Jackson right now. Able to punch it in, no problem, the very next play, so no harm, no foul. Big extra point, 3-point lead, just 40 seconds left.
A 6-play, 78-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
You know, I know we live in an era of the spread. People expect offenses to spread you out and throw the football, but I still believe that the ability to move the football has a lot to do with your balance. And right now,
I mean, the decision with Jackson does work out in the end. Less time to work with for sure for the Thundering Herd. Triplet will take it out of the end zone. Robinson, a strong tackle inside the 20. They're going to have to go a long way to get in field goal range.
This senior quarterback's having a great game, Kirk.
well, this is kind of what you expect from your senior quarterback. The guy knows the system. He's been around, and right now he's going out and executing and leading his team down the field.
Here we go.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Under a minute left in the game. Drops the throw on first
They
down.
get it to Triple.
For 34. He's got 100 yards in the game now.
Even when he isn't
Marshall
open,
had a
the
quick
quarterback will
drive
still
at the
throw
end of
the
the first
ball
half, able to
and
get a
just
field
let him
goal.
make a play. It really shows the trust that the quarterback has with his receiver.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 34.
Screen pass, Martin can't quite bring him down. White out of bounds, 4-yard gain.
That makes it 2nd and 6. From their own 38-yard line. 2nd down. Back's got it on a quick throw. Tackle at about the
21 seconds. They got right around midfield now.
Great call by the coaches on first down. It stretches the defense when they're expecting the run, and then they end up with another first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49.
complete to Huffman. Ball's out. Edwards got it. And he's going to get down. That's going to do it. And we are going to win a wild one in the Conference USA opener. Surviving a tremendous scare from Marshall. Holiday making another huge defensive play. That was a nice pass there. Stewart putting it right on the money. Got it to Huffman. Inside the 40. But big hit. Ball flies out. Edwards scoops it up, then gets down. Game over. Let's go. Huge sigh of relief here. Hats off to Marshall. Tremendous effort from them coming all the way back. We led by as many as 17. They took the lead in the fourth, but clutch touchdown drive from us.
A touchdown was the end result of their last drive as this offense moved the ball very well with their passing game.
Howard is going to need a kneel down or two to finish this off. Marshall uses their final timeout. One more snap and kneel down to finish this one off.
We should just see the quarterback take a
Howard,
knee
a
right here.
huge pass there to Jackson, setting up the game-winning touchdown for us. Certainly not easy, not a comfortable win at all, but we're able to survive, and we are 1-0 in Conference USA play.
So this one's in the books, and we saw a great one here today. 34-31, Memphis.
31.
As we take a look at the highlights, Kirk, how would you summarize the action in this one?
Well, more than anything else, I'm disappointed for the players. Marshall walks away from this game utterly disappointed because they nearly pulled off one of the biggest upsets in school history. But you know what? I think after the initial hurt wears off, these guys will be proud of the way they played today.
And for Childress, his efforts today have earned him player of the game. For the Tigers, this win puts them at 2-1, and they'll try to gain momentum early in the season. And for the Thundering Herd, 1-3 start's not what they had in mind. For EA Sports, Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler saying thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Huge sigh of relief. Young team overall, making mistakes here, blowing a 17-point lead, but showing determination, showing heart, able to pull this one out in the end. 34-31, we win the Conference USA opener. Outgained quite significantly, 445-3, 62, 18-17 first down advantage for Marshall as well. They had a 62% to 30% third down advantage. We were 2 for 2 on fourth downs. Those were big plays in the first half. 2 turnovers each. So Marshall winning most of the stats here. Time of possession advantage in our favor, but able to just barely survive at the end. Really needed that play. Landon Holiday forcing the fumble. Edwards with the huge recovery. And we were able to survive in front of a very nervous-looking Memphis Tiger crowd. Eric Howard, 11 of 21, 188 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 INTs. just forcing a couple passes, sacked once as well, young quarterback. Tyson Childress, 19 attempts, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns. Fletcher had 15 attempts, 43 yards. Receiving-wise, Jerome Jackson, not one of the younger guys, a redshirt senior, had a huge reception there, 60 yards, took him to the 1-yard line. I think everyone had a panic attack when he didn't go right into the end zone, trying to run off some extra time, ends up getting brought down at the 1. But no problem the very next play, punching it in, still a huge catch and a huge play for us. Robbie Casey had 2 catches and a touchdown, the only touchdown reception of the game. Bunch of guys with 1 catch for us as well. Goodman, Edwards, and Hempel, 6 tackles each. Martin and Scales had 5. Landon Holiday, player of the game on defense for us, you gotta say. Had the interception and the forced fumble. Real nail-biter here. Great work from Clancy Harper, hitting 2 field goals, 4 for 4 extra points as well, hitting a 45-yarder, winning by 3 points. Huge kick there. Corey Stewart, 25 of 36, a Richard Senior, 357 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. Was doing a good job leading Marshall down the field there at the end, but losing the ball with a fumble ended the chances for the Thundering Herd. Tony White, 10 attempts, 72 yards. Kyle Lindsey, 3 attempts, 21 yards, and a touchdown. Jim Triplett, 6 catches and a touchdown. Touchdown for Andy Huffman and a touchdown for Jerry Davis. Huffman, of course, losing the fumble at the end. Last chance for the Thundering Herd. Pratt, White, and McGill all with catches as well. Defensively, Scott Williams, 11 tackles and an INT. Big game from him. Doug Cooper had 9 tackles. Ross Sullivan had a big INT for the Thundering Herd. But they were not able to get the final stop they needed. John Barnes, 1 of 2 on field goals. If he would have hit that field goal earlier, would have been 3 more points. It was a very, very long kick from him. It's a good effort, but not quite enough there. It was a wild game here in the Conference USA opener. We looked to be in good shape. The first half, nice drive there from Marshall, getting the field goal, cutting it down from 17 to 14 points at halftime. They just hung around, able to take their first lead of the game over midway through the 4th quarter, but a very clutch touchdown drive for us here, getting to the 1-yard line. Pass to Jackson, then Childress punching it in the next play. Not much time left for Marshall to respond. They lose a fumble to end the game, 34-31. Nail biter in Memphis, but we are able to survive and get ourselves to a 1-0 start in Conference USA play. Now we are 2-1 overall, 1-0 in conference. Big time win for us. Got a lot of things to clean up for sure, no doubt about that, but a win is a win, so great work there getting the W. Let's keep this going. Let's go Memphis.